Hi there, Trey here. This is the Lost State Recordings YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over the IDX Intelligent Dynamics plugin from Waves that just came out for free. It says $24.99, but it's free if you download through their marketed like an Instagram post or something like that. In the video, we're going to go over settings. I'm going to pull up a session from the band Deafclub, and we're going to tweak and put it on every channel and see what we could do with it. And yeah, so here we go. This is a free plugin they just put out with the Black Friday, like holiday shopping shit. Usually I use some Waves plugins for mixing quite a bit. I bought a lot when I was younger and I was newer to like audio engineering, and I thought Waves was super cool because I've always heard about it, and their marketing is usually pretty good. I'd say now that they've kind of fallen off. I think a lot of people have kind of lost trust since, I think, if you remember, I don't know, like a year or two ago, they basically came out and started talking about how they were going to completely get rid of perpetual licensing and only do subscription-based modeling, which was a really big red flag with everyone in the audio industry. Basically everyone like threatened to boycott them, and then they eventually just kind of gave up and went, okay, sorry, like we won't do that. We won't. Okay, we'll do subscriptions, but we won't get rid of perpetual licensing, which I think was stupid to like get rid of straight perpetual licensing. I just don't think that was smart, because a lot of people buy plugins and they own them. Unless you were able to own them, and then from then on you'd have to do subscription. They were almost threatening they were taking away people's perpetual licensing where they couldn't even use it, like still when they owned it already or something. I don't know for sure, but something like that. But since then I don't really buy a lot of Waves plugins. Some of them are fine, there's some that are not bad, but a lot of them are just flashy. They're just trying to sell, they're very capitalistic, just pushing, here, buy all these like plugins, and they always have a deal, always, like at all times there's like some sort of discounts, which is kind of like a red flag in general, kind of like stupid capitalistic marketing standards of like always put a deal on something because people want to buy it. All right, so we have the session pulled up. This is a song from the band Deafclub with Justin Pearson, who was in the band The Locust. There was a project that people from different bands would send all their tracks from like songs for people to practice mixing and fucking around to. Can't use it for like obviously making money or monetary stuff, but they offered a website where you could download full sessions from bands. This one is just stems. So we got drums, bass, guitar. There's like a guitar with noise, and then 2 vocal tracks. This is a very, very basic like stem mix that I figured, if this plugin I'm going to be using to show what it does, it should work in every facet of any mix, regardless if it's a full tracked session with like single mono vocals and guitars. You can find out how that works on your own playing with this plugin. This is a free plugin, so anyone can download it. For me, I just wanted to see in whatever context I'm just working on to see what it does and how it will function. So for this mix, there's nothing going on here. You look right here, I got nothing going on. I did some leveling on some of the tracks, but it's very raw, just for the sake of seeing what it does. These tracks themselves are kind of already, I'm pretty sure, processed. They sound pretty processed already. They're not like the raw, they're just stems with the actual like mixing that the engineer did. I think basically what they did was, hey, we want to like do this thing, and the guy was like, yeah, whatever. So he like just cut out all the stems and sent the tracks to them so they can give to this project for this website. So here's a song. Oh, also there's some other stuff in the beginning, but it just sounds, I just cut out some of it because I was doing this for like a remaster thing just to fuck around with for a stream. So basically, I just thought it sounded cooler coming in, and I did some EQing on the drums to where it's like super high passed. So you get the point. That's what it sounds like. Chaotic, you know, grindy, punk. So for this plugin, let's see. I'm going to. So this is used. Bring elements forward in the mix and add definition. Instantly optimize track for energy punk. So you can basically put it on anything, right? Automatically compresses business. So for the sake of the video, let's just go ahead and I'm just going to throw it on every single track. Okay. We're just going to do, this is going to be a weird experiment. We're going to throw it on every track and we're going to see what we can do with that. And then I'll throw it just on the main mix and see what we could do. Multi-channel, we're going to go to waves. So if anyone uses UA plugins, look at this dumb shit. Look at this. Look at this dumb shit. I have to go in. There's a way you can go in and delete all the plugins. These are plugins I don't even fucking own. These are literally just all the demo ones where you can't even use it in your session. UA, get your shit together. It's fucking annoying. But these are all in stereo. These stems. So from here, let's see. We got this first channel. Let's solo it. This is the bass. Let's see what they got as far as presets. What do we got? Full reset, AC guitar set to free, drum tension, hit harsh, inside out, low end relief, open up pad, kick impact, responsive EQ, sequence to soul, steady bass. Let's do steady bass. I'm just gonna use their you know, presets to see what it sounds like. It kind of sounds like it's doing something. I don't know on your end if you hear any difference. It's very subtle. What does speed do? Okay, so this is what the slope. Whoa. So it's cutting out. It's basically like doing a low cut and a high cut. So if I go up a little bit, I'll do like 1.5 decibel gain, so it adds a little more bass. It's quick match. There's a mix knob. So here's the input output auto gain. Okay, do auto gain. Boost this a little bit. So it's before, after, before, after, bypass. So it just sounds, I mean, to me, it just sounds like it just sound like it turned up the gain. It's like all it sounds like. I mean, speed. It's using an algorithm to basically find those frequencies and then like attenuate or cut, or attenuate or like boost some stuff. Let's crank it. So it's literally just cutting like all the low. Listen to that. Yeah, that's wonky. Let's go back to 1.5, 1.3, whatever. Let's tune this down a little bit. So I think it was like centered like noon, but just go like that. So it's something to be said, like in a full mix, I can see this being applicable to like putting on a master bus or like putting on, you know, like a mix bus for drums and other stuff to like kind of cut some of the frequencies and boost some other stuff. I just feel like overall, with this, it's like, it's cool. I don't know, like you could probably just sit there and tweak the normal EQ. You can just tweak an EQ a little bit to like get rid of frequencies or to like fix it yourself instead of having it's like on bass. Like the notes from them, it's adjust bright versus dark tone with tilt control, instantly balance input, use frequency dependent progressive attenuation, gives you solid foundation to build your mix upon, instantly optimizes track energy. So it's just like adding, I don't know, I guess maybe for some stuff. I just feel like if you use this for so many sources, It's just gonna bog. I don't know how much CPU it uses, but it's just gonna bog your session down if you put a fuck ton of these on certain channels. So these are all not gonna be. So this is that's bass. These are drums. So let's see what we can do. I'm just gonna do a quick throwing all the presets on shit. So drum tension. This is with it, without it, with it. I mean, okay, that does make, for drums, that sounds pretty good. Like it's just adding. So this is without, with it. That really did make it a lot more lively. So then if you just max it out, it's just squashing all the low end and pressing down. All right, so that made the drums a little more lively. All right, let's check out the guitar track. Is this guitar? Yeah, so this is a guitar track. So let's check out the guitar track. So this is without it. With it. Oh, you can move it. I didn't even realize. So without it. With it. Without it. With it. I mean, sounds alright. Let's crank it all the way. Oh god. Holy shit. So it's showing, these are all the frequencies. And this is what the attenuation right down here. So without it, with it. Just cut some of that low out. Okay. All right, that's fine. This is the weird noise. Guitars. With like octave. I think for that, let's just do responsive. Let's just do the responsive EQ. Let's cut some of the higher shrill sounds. So without it, with it. So it's just, it's also just boosting everything too a little bit. So see what my levels are. Justin's vocals. Let's do unproximity. I don't know. Vocal to the front. So without it, with it. So just without it, with it. Just made it clear. It's making it clear and just boosting some of the higher frequencies. So for that, I think would be fine. Anyways, here's the right here. So we're gonna open up this one without it, with it, without it, with it. So that's all good. Cool. So let's go. Let's open up. All right, let's drop it. Let's drop it down on the main channel. And then we're gonna do this. Let's do low end relief, inside out, open up, kick, responsive, squeeze the soul. Basically, it doesn't have a preset for like full mix, but let's just do responsive EQ for this. This says look quick match. I don't know what that means, but so let's do this. So this is what it sounds like. Okay, so this is what it sounds like completely before any instances of the plugin on anything. So get like a sense of like what it sounds like, right? Okay, so you get an instance of what it sounds like. Okay, so now let's turn everything on. So now this is what it sounds like with all the plugin on every channel for every stem doing some processing, including the main bus. It ended up boosting the levels a lot. So with nothing, with the plugin on. Without, with. I mean, I do have to say, it made it sound better. It's a lot more crisp, and it's a lot more, yeah, it's a lot more cleaner sounding, but it also ended up boosting a lot of highs on stuff that just kind of a little much. Maybe so much on the drums. Yeah, I kind of brought up the drums a lot. Let's try to do this. Let's bring some of those highs from the drums down. All right, now let's go back and listen to the whole mix. Oh my god. So unmuting on the master bus, unmuting the plugin doesn't really seem to change much. Let's see. So what if I crank it? Then let's see what it sounds like. So this is without the plugin on the main bus, and then I'll put it on. just fucking squashes everything. So basically, yeah. So okay, in this instance, I don't think that this is helpful to use this on every channel for everything. Yeah, it's just too much. Overall, let's reset this to factory reset. I want to hear what it sounds like playing through where I'm tweaking it just on the master bus. So that might be more of an accurate thing. That might help more. So from like the start of the song, we'd have to find where it's... There's no cue or anything to adjust. Like this is not a good plugin for like a master bus. From what I realized, there's limited functionality. I mean, for instruments, for specific like a guitar or vocals or drums, I think this is fine. But for a master mix, obviously, it's not. Unless you're only trying to hit one frequency. Let's see. So the speed function? It's like the speed at which... So when you have a low speed, it's basically just... slightly attenuating. When you have a higher, yeah, it's just... I mean, okay, so this plugin, overall, this plugin does, you know, it does what it says it does. And it's not bad. For a free plugin from Waves in 2024, this can attenuate with a one band. You can do some attenuating on, looks like, pretty decent section. You can attenuate using speed this, and it uses an algorithm to cut some of the mix frequencies. You can use that to cut some of the frequencies that might be too harsh or boost some stuff that you want. in different areas. So overall, I think this plugin, for being free, it's useful for people that don't have a lot of mixing plugins, maybe. I will say that with proper EQing and proper use of maybe some multi-band EQs, this would negate even needing this. But overall, if you're just looking for like a quick little fix on a track where there's something too high or this and that, and you just want to just plop it down to make it kind of cut some frequencies for a certain thing without having to go in and do a lot more than just pushing a knob here and there, this is not bad. Rating wise, out of 10, not that it matters or that I have a rating system, but I will say for functionality and for what it does and for being free, I'll say 7 out of 10. It's not perfect. It's not a great plugin. It's not a bad plugin. It does what it does, but it's free. So yeah, go and download it. Try it for yourself. If you're interested in using it, check it out. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Down below, there's a little sub button. Check us out on Twitch. We do live streams. I also have a podcast called the Lost State Recordings Podcast. We're also on all the social media websites and stuff. Yeah, if you seem to like what you're watching, give us a follow, give us a comment, everything helps. So you have a great day.